Hey guys, it's Nolix with Holy Smokes Hookah and hookahpro.com, and behind the camera is Mike or Cyberwolf, also from Holy Smokes Hookah and hookahpro.com.
Hi.
Here to talk about our new Farida pipe that we just got in straight from Egypt. It's a Nagwa laser. I'm gonna show them. Down here, the base, it's just the regular black and gold vase that all Faridas come with. It's on this side. We've got to turn the wrong way. Here. You can see it right here. It says Farida, and then it's got their an F, and then it says in Arabic right here. Alright, and then it's got a copper down stem, which I'm not sure if you can see or not, and it's solid brass all the way up. And this pipe, to me, I was actually looking to get a Farida of my own, but I was kind of stuck on which one to get, so I'm really glad that Mike gave me this one, just because I think personally that it kind of gets a little repetitive with the shapes, but this one, they all have the same bottom piece down here of the stem that I'm totally fine with. It's the same hose port, same purge valve, same designs, the berries, the wheat, and then the berries on this side as well. The one difference that I did see on this one and our other Farida is this weld mark right here is now in brass instead of what I'm guessing nickel plating. And then going up, these are more curvy than round or square or the other shapes that I've seen. It looks like they've got the berries on here as well, and then the wheat. There are hardly any weld marks, honestly. You can see a little one right here, but that's just where they've put it together. It looks great. The same markings on this bulb, the same wheat and the berries. And then coming up, see, we can't really. More wheat, more berries, which you'll see on all the Faridas. We've been smoking out of it. We've had a couple sessions just to get the feel of it and what to tell you. So we do have some ash in the tray right now. I'll take this off so you guys can see it a bit. There we go. It's copper up here as well, which you may not be able to see because of our molasses on it. And then in the tray, over on this side, it says Farida, and then on this side it says Farida in Arabic as well. And the tray itself is also made of brass. And then if you lift the tray up, on the tray holder, I do apologize, it is dirty, we've been using it a lot. It says Farida right here in English, and then on this side in Arabic. And then it's got their, I'm not really sure, I don't, lost the words right now what it's called, but it's their logo, that's what it is, their F. Alright, and that just slides right back on. Alright, and we're gonna put on some coals and light up a bowl of just a random tobacco, I'm not sure yet.
Tangiers. Cocoa.
Tangiers cocoa. Okay. And we'll let you know how it smokes. Alright guys, we're back. We got it going with 2 coconut coals on a
Crown microfunnel with Tangiers Lucid cocoa. We just put the coals on not even a minute ago, so it's still warming up a little bit. But I will tell you, this model in particular smokes a little bit, like a tiny bit more restricted than my other model. My other model smokes just like a KM. This one's a little bit more restricted. Makes me think of a Turkish hookah, like an Elmas, or an Alnifas. It's not as restricted as any Syrian, and definitely not as restricted and tight as any cheap Chinese pieces of shits. Um, it smokes good. It has just that, that right amount of restriction to it. Um, I really like it. It smokes quieter than my Flora, which a little bit quieter than the KM. The tray doesn't rattle at all while you're smoking. It sits perfectly still.
It does seem like a really sturdy hookah, and I really like the how it's kind of harder to pull, the restriction on it. I like that a little bit better than it just feeling like you're breathing. I want it to
Feel like you're smoking.
I want it to have that feeling like you are smoking. I mean, you're doing something. You're not just breathing and then exhaling. And I just like the restriction. You may not. I do. I'll show you the purge on it. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the purge on it. So I'm not really that great at getting clouds. You have to discover why, but my guess is because my lungs are really small, because I am a small person.
She's a midget.
Compared to Mike, who is huge.
Ouch.
Not okay. Shut up. So even with one of my breaths, it purges completely. One of my lungs completely full, not both of them, just one. And then starting back up. It has no problem whatsoever. Honestly, it's just beautiful in itself. Sorry. Admiring it.
So yeah, the purge is great. It's a little bit more restricted. What I'm really impressed with the Farida line of hookahs was I got my Flora when they were relatively new in the market, right? I would say that they were coming to the States. They just came to the States, and I got mine probably a month and a half after they came to the States.
I bought it around Thanksgiving.
So around when Mahir first got them. He was the first vendor in the U.S. to get them, and that's when we got ours. So I'm really impressed that they've gained as much popularity as they have through the forums and through the internet, and just people buying more. It's kind of like the KMs. KMs were just a regular brand of hookah, one of the higher top makers of hookahs in Egypt. And what I noticed with them was after they became really popular, once the demand got high, they couldn't really keep up with the demand, and some of their models have gotten sloppier over the years. With Faridas, that's kind of what I was thinking was going to happen. Was my Flora is so beautiful, the next hookah that we got would be sloppily made, hurried up, made quickly. And honestly, it's not. It actually really impressed me that way. The weld marks are actually increasing. They look better.
Kept to a minimum.
Yeah, they look better than they did with my Flora. The one problem it does have, and I wouldn't necessarily call it a problem, but it is something that needs to be addressed, is the blowout style piece on the bottom. I've heard a lot of people say that now they're loosened up and they're free, so they can slide up a little bit. I'm not sure if Farida's doing that on purpose or if that's a problem. Just thought I'd address it. It can go up a little bit. It doesn't come off of your hookah, or at least it hasn't with mine. That wasn't an issue with my Flora. That is an issue with this pipe, however. It can come up a little bit. But some people have said that they like that because they can fit a diffuser on there. I don't use diffusers. I don't care for them. So it's not an issue for me, anyways. They're not something that really will affect the smoke of your pipe or anything like that. It's just something that needs to be addressed. But overall, the quality of this hookah is still amazing. The weld marks are still amazing. The detailing on it is still beautiful. It's just a great hookah. And
really couldn't ask for anything better from you guys.
so, Farida, keep doing what you're doing. Keep making new products. I'm very impressed.
Very pleased.
So, guys, if you haven't checked out Farida, you need to go to, let's see, American vendors are 5starhookah.com and nazarhookah.com. And for the Europeans, there's Terry at nargilecyprus.com. I'm not exactly sure how to spell that, so I'm going to put that in the description.
Box.
Overall, it's just a wonderful, wonderful hookah. I'm the first person to have this exact model in the States that I know of. It hasn't came across to any vendors here in the States, but I'm sure it will soon. It's just a wonderful hookah, guys. Definitely check out Farida's. They are the future, in my opinion, if they can keep up the level of craftsmanship that they have. So, this is Cyberwolf.
And Alex with Holy Smokes Hookah and hookahpro.com. Thank you guys.